But today we are going to finish, or well, that's the idea. It makes sense to begin with the Great Tower, the large clock tower thing, and that top area. And then we need to fill up these tiny little gaps with separate pieces. Once again, how fun. I love this. Wait, that's all right. There are some gaps. I have no idea how. Wait, what? I have no idea what just went wrong there, but now it seems to be fixed. Now we can just do this. We select that entire row. Look at this. Incredible. That is crazy. They're maybe slightly too big, but who cares, honestly? It's already quite accurate, I think. And in a minute, wait, if this works, I might actually cry. These pieces appear to be a similar... Look, look, look. That fits. Sort of. See, now that is just insanely satisfying. Then we must also finish the tiny little roof that's sitting on top, and we should be good. And I think look like at all. I think right about there. Question is this pointy enough? I don't think so. It's hard to tell. It is really tall and really pointy, but I'm not sure if this is maybe a bit too much. I don't know. I'll just try this and see what happens. Now, is that the right angle? Damn, I feel like it has to be just ever so slightly pointier. Or am I tripping right now? Yeah, no, it totally does. Once again, all over again. Get rid of. Again, all over again. Get rid of these. Okay, so I just offset that a little bit. This should now be better. So, same thing. Spin it around the same axes. And then we pray that this time it is in fact correct. Let's see. That actually looks better. Yes, I think this is it. I think this is it. Anyway, these two pillars, I will then grab this piece and replace it with something else. This right here is of course the texture we've been using this whole time for the roofs. However, I'm not sure this is going to fit all the way up there, but we'll see, we'll try. Because look, the problem with this is every time we go up, we have to make it a little bit smaller, which is probably gonna make it look a bit weird and inconsistent, but we'll have to see what that looks like in the end. I mean, honestly, I'm just happy if this works at all. So let's carry on.
3 days later.
This is taking forever, and I hate it. it's really tedious. However, so far it looks a bit weird, but we'll see. We'll see. Once again, I keep saying it. We'll see. I am also going to flip some of them around like this to make sure the texture isn't too repetitive. As you can see, that's actually so much better. Wow. I also added some of these bigger ones in between. And I might just do that some more with tiny ones too, just so it's really just random. And then here comes the moment of truth. Can we copy this successfully? First of all, we spin that around and we move it to the other side. Now this is going to be the trick. It has to line up with this tiny pole over here. But luckily, I think just like this, we can do that. There you go. Oh, amazing. What I will do is select this, select the other, confirm selection, Control X, and does it connect properly? It appears to connect properly. We did it. We literally did it. Oh my god. Let me just put all of these down and see. Wait, what is that? That's not great. Hold on. There you go. That's better. Oh, this is amazing. I'm still afraid it will look repetitive. However, worry not. We'll fix that. Although to be fair, actually it's not that bad at all. That's surprisingly good. It's a little bit repetitive, but not that bad at all. What we can always do is just move some of these around a little bit, like this. See? That helps a lot. Amazing. That is just what I felt like doing. However, first it's time for lunch, so I'll be right back with you. I am back, ladies and gentlemen, and you won't believe what I have right here. Mango! Crikey. That is good. That... Anyway, absolutely bloody lovely. And you already guessed it. I know you already guessed it here, so that seems to be the first row. Then we need to spin them around. Again, what a boring video! My god. Luck again, with a little bit of luck, I can just grab this. Little towers inside each other. It's a weird design, but I guess something like this, and they get progressively small. Oh, that is not possible. Maybe I can just make the other one slightly bigger. that could work like this. And that second one definitely does not need to be this tall. For now, this is all we have. There you go. It looks really quite weird. But to be fair, the real thing also looks kind of whack. I'm not sure if that's... It's a weird design. I guess if you think this looks bad, blame the designers of the original castle, not me. I'm just... Anyway, then the tower is actually finished. That took... I still have to do the whole bloody castle. Okay, this might actually take a while, I just realized. So we best get on it. I guess this time, however, we also once more need some of this stuff. I turned a little bit British again there, but just like that. And again, we just copy it all over the width. Sweet. And again, copy that over to the other side. We should make a compilation of that when I say copying it over to the other side or to, you know, that sort of stuff. It's crazy how often I have to say that. That looks decent. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. All nice and filled up. Then the same exact thing. Hey, here it is on the other side. I don't even want to say it anymore. I'm just not gonna say it. I'm just gonna do it and you can just watch. Just watch. Why did I think this was a good idea? This is going to take years. And I thought I was gonna do that in one video. Yeah, sure. Allow me to just do this to these other sides as well, because it's the same bloody thing. And then I'll be right back with you. So I think it's more than good enough, and that's what I'm using all this time, from now on, basically. Currently, I'm gonna work on this section over here. For that, I'm actually going to grab this window, which is cool. One of them I just noticed is if you select a bunch of different groups, usually you'd have to click confirm. You don't have to do that anymore, which is great. Like, thank God for that. Because what I'm noticing, by the way, is whenever you use the same kind of material in walls, it remembers which one you use, which color you used. So if I now just grab this, it's instantly going to be that dark color I've been using. Amazing! This, of course, the only tricky part is going to be the corner, but I think I can make that work. I'm a genius. Once again, so far, pretty accurate. There's just one devastating thing, and that is, of course, the pointy roofs on these. It's the same stuff as that, except a lot smaller. First, however, these tiny towers on the side. We have a cute looking little thing. I'm not entirely sure what it's supposed to look like, but I guess now it looks like that. They're simple and effective. But well, then we have now arrived at the point where I do actually have to make these roofs. I know I look like I hate playing this game. I don't. I really love this, but some particular aspects are a little bit tedious. How in between, I am noticing the tower could be a little bit higher. Or is that just me? Let me just try and get the exact same angle as that. I think it can... Oh no. Wait, actually, hold on. This should be doable, right? Let me try. First, I need to know if I can grab all of this in one go. And then just move that around. Like this? Does that... Yes! Okay. Easy. As I said earlier, the potential for this is actually ridiculous. Now, what was I doing again? Oh, right. I made it higher. Now, seriously. This roof. Let's begin. And guys, this is going to be one of the few times in my life where I actually do a time lapse. Because I kid you not, it is the exact same thing again. So let's freaking go. Nice. It appears to be finally time. Finally. For the moment of truth. Let's see if it works. Of course it works. I made it. Come on. What a disastrous way to make roofs, but at least it works, and that is more than we can say from Roblox back in the day. See, that looks insanely repetitive. Oh my god. And this time around, it's a lot harder to fix. I may or may not fix that later, but for now, let's just move on because... This is crazy. So let me go ahead and put that in just using the same one again because I'm a lazy little shit. Now, obviously, because it just works, this is kind of the same exact thing. It's a little bit goofy, but it's fine. Probably the final time for today. Other side as well. And just, yes. One thing I did forget, though, is putting in windows. Oh, I just put one in. And there should also be one in this section. There. Absolutely beautiful. Though, what does this look like with like a... sunset behind. Oh, look at that. Imagine the whole castle with this lighting. Dude, this is honestly quite magical. I really like it. Anyway, let's make it day. For today, at least my today, and probably your today as well, I think I'm gonna end this episode here. So I'll do those off screen, it's very boring, but the point is, okay, so I kind of knew deep down I probably wasn't gonna do the whole castle today. I did expect to get a bit further than this. It just happens to be a ton of work. It takes a long time, so I just can't. Time. Either way,